Sunday the 28th of March 2010, Southampton made their first trip to Wembley in almost 2 decades. Up for grabs was the Johnstone's Paint Trophy, and what would be the club's first piece of silverware since the FA Cup triumph of 1976. After 2 relegations and a spell in administration, the club had been on its knees the previous summer. But, following the takeover by Marcus Liebherr, Saints were back on the up. More than 50,000 fans travelled to North London for what proved to be Southampton's day in the sun. Fast forward to today, and that victory over Carlisle has proved to be the catalyst for continued success. 5 years on, Radhi Jaïdi, Kelvin and Morgan Schneiderlin are all still at the club, and they joined us to relive Southampton's march to the Arch. Saints Cup heroics certainly captured their fans' imaginations, but few were dreaming of Wembley when League Two side Torquay came to St Mary's at the start of the competition, especially after a nightmare first half.
As Nicholson takes the throw again in towards the near post, Davis trying to come through a crowd of players and the referee has given the goal!
Oh my gosh!
In the centre circle now, a diagonal run from Mansell and a great ball for Thompson who's in on Davis. Tyron Thompson, down he goes, penalty to Torquay.
I'm having a beast.
It is a yellow card, Kelvin Davis will be staying on.
I must have deleted this from my memory.
It was Thompson who got forward there.
Never touched him. See? Never touched him, cheater.
It has made the run from midfield, which I don't think Southampton have made enough of.
Don't worry lads, I'll save it.
Nicky Rose steps up for Torquay.
Oh.
No, he was tuned down for...
Yeah? We come back and must have won it on penalties.
Towards the back stick, up goes Saganovsky, might break down for Dean Hammond who shoots into a crowd of players. Wago has got it in!
There's Papa. Mate, without Papa.
Saints through scrappy fashion have got themselves back in the game. It was as scrappy as Torquay's opener, but for the second successive game at St Mary's, it's Papa Wago.
Where is Papa now? Do you know where he is?
It's Saudi Arabia, isn't he, if I remember rightly?
Lands on the edge of the box, Watton back in. Saganovsky trying to hook it goalwards. Was there a hand in there? Wago is in there again! And Papa Wago has done it again!
I must have deleted this whole game from my memory.
I was upstairs.
Away to our right, penalties will decide who, out of Southampton or Torquay, will progress to the 3rd round of the Johnstone's Paint Trophy after it finished 2-2.
Hold on, what happens? What happens here?
Ricky Lambert with the responsibility. Here he comes up to the ball now and he scores a brilliant penalty into the roof of the net. Absolutely no chance for that.
Well, that's how to take a penalty. Right foot, thunderbolt, hit the back of the net before the goalkeeper moved.
Here comes Nicky Rowe. It's going to be a right
Does he
foot.
redeem himself?
How many penalties you
No.
there? I can't remember, man.
I can't even remember it counting penalties.
Yeah.
I must have honestly deleted this game from my memory bank.
And it's another really good penalty into the top left corner from Papa.
I'm never sure, you know, about a big centre-half coming up to take a penalty, but never mind, let's see how he does.
Robertson steams up to the ball and he scores. What was all
Super. Go the right flipping way, will you? Please.
Come on, Super, come on. Let's do it now.
I was very angry with myself for going the wrong way there.
For his goal scoring, Lloyd James hasn't scored in Southampton colours. He's up against Bevan. It's 2-2 after 2 each. Here comes James and he scores, this time into the bottom right hand corner. Kevin Nicholson is next up, left back for Torquay against Davis. He strikes it, saved by Kelvin Davis.
Knew it. I remember that.
Good catch.
Touch the arm.
Yeah, put the arm bang him down a little bit. So.
Comes Joseph Mills and he scores, and it's another brilliant penalty into the left hand side of the goal. And now we're in territory where if Torquay miss, Saints are through. Mansell scores into the roof of the net. And
So I thought, at that point, do you know what, I don't need to save anymore. Done my bit.
Where Paul Watton, a Devonian, a Plymouth boy from Devon, he can put a Devonian side out of the Johnstone's Paint Trophy.
Go on, what's down the middle?
And drills it home! And Southampton reach round 3.
That dramatic victory set up another home tie against fellow League One side Charlton Athletic. Wayne Thomas struck just before the break to give Saints the lead over an Addicks side, sitting second in the table following their relegation from the Championship that summer. A second goal arrived just after the hour, when Ricky Lambert slammed home his 12th goal since joining Saints in August. Leon McKenzie, now a professional boxer, pulled one back for Charlton, but there was to be no knockout blow. Saints were through to the area semi-finals, where they'd face another side chasing promotion from League One in Norwich City, who included a certain Fraser Forster between the posts.
I can remember Norwich turning up. They were flying high in the league, and then this was a competition they wanted to win. They certainly went into the game, playing a first-team side, and you see Papa again there. I mean, he was pivotal in that competition.
What do you remember about Morgan?
Of Papa?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I remember his long legs were massive things, and he scored a lot of important goals, and especially in this cup. He was scoring a lot. He was on fire.
Here come Norwich straight away down the other end from right to left. Houlihan, 25 yards from goal. Played inside left hand off Adeyemi, who turns well. Tom Adeyemi, good save from Bielkowski.
Save.
He's not Kelvin.
Save.
That was Bart, that mate.
But, yeah.
But it was a good save.
In it comes towards the back post, nodded straight up in the air. Martin's in there for Norwich. Might break for Doherty, who hammers it into the net, and Norwich are equalised. And it's Norwich on halfway. They give it away again. Russell Martin, the guilty party this time. Then Houlihan, couldn't even count on both hands the amount of times Houlihan's given it away, but he's now got it back for Norwich, and Houlihan plays it through, and Grant Holt goes down. Bielkowski's in there, and it's going to be tapped in by Chris Martin. It was a right comedy of errors in the Saints defence, and Chris Martin was in the right place at the right time. Forward it comes then. Last chance for Southampton down the middle. Lambert now 30 yards out for Antonio. Up into the penalty area. Wago nods it straight up in the air. Lambert is in there as well. The Saints players in there, and Wago has done it! Southampton scramble it home!
Well, Papa won it on his own, the GP.
Yeah, no. I've got a photo at home in my office, which is where the kids do their homework, really. But in there, there's a picture of Papa running down when we're picking up the trophy. He was on his way down, running around trying to get hold of it.
Yeah.
Holt against Bielkowski, and Norwich score and go 1-0 up. Ricky Lambert drills it home. 1-1. Keeper went the right way, but it was unstoppable. Russell Martin for Norwich, and straight down the middle. Bielkowski wasn't far away with his feet, but he scores. 2-1 Norwich. Papa Wago, away to our right, has scored twice already. He needs to score now. The pressure's on. Wago, he does score. What a cracking penalty that is into the top right corner. There was that moment's hesitation because it was heading high, but it headed in.
Well, 2-2, and the fans on the end of their seat now.
Chris Martin for Norwich against Bielkowski, and good penalty. Good penalty. Bielkowski was close to tie it up at 3-3. Lloyd James for Southampton. James is up right-footed, saved by Forster. Away to his left-hand side. It was a comfortable height for the goalkeeper.
Just go show. Look at Fraser there. Look how much his body's changed.
Yeah.
This to go 4-2 up. Michael Nelson, this is going to be a blaster, it would look like. Nelson against Bielkowski, saved by the Southampton goalkeeper! Poor penalty from Nelson, comfortable save from Bielkowski. Lallana for Saints, for parity once more, against Forster. Lallana scores! It's 3-3, with one penalty left for each side. Now is the time when you cannot make mistakes. Russell then, he's got his gloves on. So's Bielkowski, and it's a good penalty and it's in. And Norwich lead 4-3. Watton, another experienced character. He must score for Southampton. From the edge of the area, up he comes, and he does score! I've got to say, just about. He got it under the goalkeeper into the corner, but all that mattered was that he scored, and he did. And it's 4-4, and we're into sudden death, and it's John Otsemabor. Sudden death now at 4-4. Otsemabor for Norwich scores into the side netting. That's a good penalty from John Otsemabor. It was another casual one. Away to our right. Hammond against Forster, and he scores. Bottom right corner. Again, it was a calm one. Again, the keeper went the right way. Matthew Gill for Norwich. It's 5-5 in sudden death. Norwich first of all with Matthew Gill. Saved by Bielkowski! Advantage Southampton! Southampton. The Saints players erupt on the halfway line. And it's Michael Antonio, the teenager on loan from Reading. There's a young lad on the field, he's only about 8. He's invaded the pitch, he thinks Saints have won. They haven't won. Papa Wago runs and cuddles him and brings him back to the halfway line.
How old do you reckon that kid is now?
I don't know what to say about that.
Well, that's terrific.
Well,
He's only got to be about 5.
Gill has missed, and it puts all of this now in the hands of Antonio.
That was a good save from Bilkowski. He's gone that way.
Antonio to win it for Saints. Oh, save by the goalkeeper! They've missed the opportunity. Antonio down on his knees, face into the turf, and that was a great save. You've got to say by Forster. Down to his left, and it remains 5-5, and each time
Well, would you believe it?
Cody McDonald is the 8th penalty taker for Norwich City. Away to our right, Bielkowski has saved 2. McDonald has saved again by Bielkowski! His 3rd save, plunging to his right. And Southampton once more have the chance to win it. And Wayne Thomas is the man on this occasion. Wayne Thomas for Southampton.
This is to win it. This is. Do you remember his run up here? I'm thinking, oh my.
Come on, Big Wayne. Here he comes, and he scores! And the march to the arch continues for Southampton.
The Southern final was a 2-legged affair against MK Dons. A solitary goal from loanee Michael Antonio was enough to give Saints a first leg advantage, although it wasn't all good news for Schneiderlin.
I don't think they scored, did they?
That was my red card, no?
Yeah, but to be fair, they were very.
Fuck, and I changed a lot, huh? Oh my goodness. Yeah, good. He grabbed me first, huh?
Why?
I thought I was clear of charge, and then he put me in the red.
Where are you going?
I was not expecting this at all.
You didn't even try to argue in the referees. No.
I was trying to find my style, for my haircut. I remember after the game I was cleared of charge.
Yeah. Oh, let's go over it, mate.
Tonight, Alan Pardew's new Saints Revolution have put themselves in a great position to be gracing the arch come March the 28th. St Mary's is absolutely rocking. It's sold out, 30,000 plus inside. So both teams in pretty good form since that first leg. And MK Dons came into that off the back of a 5-0 away win, but just didn't turn up on the night. Saints coming forward now. Wago in the penalty area. Low it comes! And Southampton have the lead! Ricky Lambert, the top scorer, pops up! And Saints take a giant step towards the arch. They lead 2-0 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night. Ricky Lambert on target again. Quarter of an hour played. Saints 1, MK Dons 0.
Well, it was a long ball from Kelvin Davis up down the left-hand side of the Saints attack. Ball played into Lambert. He's through, left one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Slips it past his left-hand side. No doubt at all. An excellent goal. Well taken. Kept his head. Saints 1 up.
Davis clears down the inside right channel. Antonio to pick it up. Antonio through. Good defending. Oh, a disastrous own goal!
Oh, all over. All over.
And how ironic for MK Dons that surely one of their own men has sent Saints to Wembley. Dan Woodard's knew absolutely nothing about it. It hit him in the face and bounced into the empty net.
Oh, hold on a minute. I remember starting this goal, yeah. Do you remember that? Just up to Ricky.
Michael, that's when you know we're gonna win the cup. When that happened.
That was our that was our routine for most of our goals, wasn't it?
MK Dons coming forward, left corner of the area. Nice step over now on this near side. Cross comes across. Davis punches it away. Volley goalwards by Levin, miscues. 3 Saints players go for the same ball. Wilbraham's in there. Stabbed goalwards and in. And MK Dons are back in this tie. Stabbed in from close range by Mark Randall. And Lambert from the left flank goes in towards the near post. Off the post. Chance for Lallana! Southampton are going to Wembley!
What was he doing?
I don't know, it was a bit. Yeah, I remember that one.
at the back. The noise will tell you when the whistle goes, that's for sure. Any time now, right about now. This club was on its knees 12 months ago. Now Southampton are going to Wembley.
I remember having a terrible warm-up. There was no doubt in my mind whatsoever we were going to win the game.
And the memories we created, you know, we all linked forever together.
What was he doing there?
I don't know.
Yeah, looking Steve.
You go and do your stuff, Papa. We'll celebrate together.